All right there, and welcome back in. I'm Turkey Salad Boy, and this is Miles Between Us, our Slow Miles Euro Truck Simulator 2 series. If you're new here, thanks for coming along. If you're a repeat, I was going to say offender. If you're a repeat visitor, welcome back. You can find our Let's Play, this Miles Between Us series, up on YouTube. All you got to do is punch in I am Turkey Salad Boy, or you can just hover your mouse around the name somewhere on the window, or even look in the description. You can find the previous episodes. We clip the calm moments and the chaotic ones into shorts, so there's always content to dip into. And if you want to catch a live run, well, we drive on Tuesdays and Fridays. Right, enough of that. Let's get trucking. So it looks like we're going to be doing a Wu Tang. Not quite a gravel pit. Didn't quite work, did it? Didn't quite park that one. We are taking a load. Oh, I love Steinbruch haulage firm. We're taking some gravel, 21 tons of it, from Hanover, beautiful place. I know I say that about a lot of places. Hanover to Dortmund, to the Westfalen, and hopefully we're going to catch a glimpse of the stadium. We're going to take that job. 223, that's good for Taro. Shame it wasn't 222. It's supposed to take us 3 hours and 47 minutes. Oh, we're actually starting a quarry, that's cool. And again, as a recap, oh, careful. We are playing this on an Intel i7 with an RTX 4070 graphics card, and in my hand is the reliable Temu gamepad. Yes, thank you. Thank you to the Chinese. Okay. Well, I could have gone forward, couldn't I? But somehow I've decided to reverse. Which is probably not wise, considering there's a it's a rock wall behind us. Let's try and navigate our way out of this. Reluctantly trying not to burst into a verse of Wu Tang Clan. Oh, where do I go from here? Looks like we go left. We got enough room to spin this round. It's just angles. Just angles, son. Angles and maths. Yeah. Easy. Made it. Can hear that rumble, can't you? The rumble on the... Not in the jungle, rumble in the quarry. On the Temu gamepad. I love that. Adds to the immersion factor. Look at that quarry. I was going to say, as ever, it's a beautiful blue sky in Germany. 7:45 on a Tuesday morning. Again, what day, week, month, season of the year? Unspecified, but it always seems to be summer. It's always sunny in Philadelphia, always seems to be sunny in Germania. Ooh, wonder if that'll make a good tagline. Oh, there's a point of interest spot. We should do that. I know it'll add to the job time. Be fun though. Stefan A. Smith, aka DJ Chill, is always encouraging me to check out these points of interest, so let's do it. Oh, I can see why. Skip! What's that skip? Let's just ease over it. Stop the engine. Press enter. Look at that. Look at this gorgeous quarry. If you're into quarries, this has got to be... It's got to be one of the best, hasn't it? Yeah, beautiful. If you're into post-industrial Germany, and I know a few people are. Oh, look, there's some workers. Some seem to be stood to attention. Not quite sure why. How do you get out of that? Escape. There you go. Literally, escape. Where does it want us to go out of that tunnel? He does want us to go in that tunnel. So, we just press one on the keyboard, click it into cab view. The Mercedes, just noticed that. I don't mind the Mercedes. Any repeat, I keep saying offenders, any repeat offenders, any repeat viewers to the channel will know that my preference is a DAF, a Leyland DAF, purely for the reasons that it's built in the UK. I'm sure Tommy Robinson would be on board with that one. I just like the fact it's built in the UK. Shame it's not built in Yorkshire. Built in Lancashire. Leyland. Not far away from Preston. Where are we going? It's not that way, is it? It's right. Oh, we are driving past the factory that we got a spectacular panoramic of. Oh, what's that? I'm assuming that's can't say man-made, can you? Or can you? I'm going to say it anyway. Feel free to correct me in the comments. It's a man-made lake. Or a man-made reservoir. I'm not on a moral crusade. Not sure this will make the edit. Just putting out words. I just love that rumble. Yeah, like I say, adds to the immersion of the game. What's that there? A grass mound. I wonder what they process here. Obviously they're processing whatever's in the ground. Minerals, maybe? I did see DJ Chili, which is Stefan A. Smith. Go and check him out. He's our compadre when we go on the convoy jobs, which is effectively the multiplayer function of this game. Anybody here gonna let us out? Hey, no, yeah, I did see DJ Chili. He clipped that gate then. Go on a iron ore run, which started off in a quarry. It's very residential around here. How would you feel about living near a quarry? There's a question for the comments section. How would you feel? How comfortable would you feel living on the doorstep of a quarry? It's not going to be the most profound question you'll be asked today. I recall on a live stream a question that we never really got answers to. I'll ask it again. When was the last time you went to a zoo? It comes up subconsciously because we tend to drive past a lot of zoos on this game, or signs for zoos. I know there's a zoo in Frankfurt. I have been to Frankfurt am Main. I've been to the Fußball Stadion, the Deutsche Bank Park. I've walked around the financial area and different kitsch cultural zones within Frankfurt, but I've never been to the zoo. And to answer your question, I'm not sure it really counts, but I have walked around the zoo in Central Park in NYC. When was that? 2023. Yeah, 23 was last time. I do love these bridges. I wonder if Jeff Bridges appreciates these bridges. Michael Bridges? How many famous people do you know with the surname Bridges? I seem to have exhausted that list after 2. Jeff Bridges, Michael Bridges. I'm sure there'll be others. Feel free to drop that into the comment section. Oh, I do appreciate the turning circle on this vehicle. There's another one, look. Oh, we can't go that way though, we're not allowed. We are excommunicado, as Ian McShane would say to John Wick, and we've just been done with a traffic violation, the first one of the episode. It's only €60. Still hurts. Oh, might be another one there for speeding. Just cruising through the light commercial district of Hanover. Oh, that's interesting. There's somebody who worked in video games for 20 years. I love the cloth properties on a flag. And how it blows in the wind. Physics. Cloth physics. Don't imagine that was made with marvellous designer. And I'm not sure that comment will make the edit either. We'll have to see, won't we? If you felt that was jarring, it's because I pressed A on the Temu gamepad to snap the view to the centre of the cab, just so I could get an appreciation of whereabouts I was on the road. Look at the textures on that building to represent corrugated iron. And it's salmon coloured. Is it salmon? Again, I'm colourblind. Was it salmon coloured? We're gonna take another look at that. It looks like salmon to me. Oh, we're back on. It is indeed our time to shine, our time to move. There's a tram! I do love this game for many reasons. I love it for the attention to detail and the fact that actually it seems quite appealing to me as an actual place to visit. Oh, you can. It's my go, yeah. That sounds very chauvinistic, very arrogant. It's my go. You know what the point I'm trying to make? It was on green. And when all's said and done, we've got a delivery to make. We've got gravel to deliver. The Wu Tang are depending upon us. There you are, first signs, look. Dortmund, on the boards. Exciting. Some of that, oh, that water looks a bit dank. Not as in thank you, danker. Not, I mean just dank as in a bit grimy. Other musical genres are available as indicated by the Wu Tang Clang. Clang? Dropped the clanger there, didn't I? Just focus on your driving, son. Oh, I wondered what it was there. I thought there was some debris. It turned out it was some foliage poking through a guardrail. Where does it want me to go? Straight on. Oh, there was a city crossed out as if it had been expunged from the map. Love that word, expunged. I went to university with a guy that his favourite word was plume. Yeah, I did appreciate that. Plume and billow. He was a smoker, yeah. Expunge. Estuary is another good word. As the police speed past me, but of course they've got, what is it? Section C pace. Well, certainly in the UK, privileges to go that fast. We're going to slip it into Tom Cruise control. Just admire the scenery. What's always forgetting it's inverse when you're looking from that camera angle. Give me lane discipline. Can't make my mind up, can I? Oh, that lane, this lane? We'll go for this lane, yeah? That cow. Surely that green car was speeding. Surely. Stop calling me Shirley. The reference for some of my senior viewers. What have we got then? 153 clicks to go. Nice, gentle ride. Amsterdam, we went there, didn't we? We went there on the last run. On the last episode again, you can just punch in I Am Turkey Salad Boy into YouTube and then just look at the videos and you'll see it. We went to Amsterdam. We went from Leipzig to Amsterdam because of course our base, our garage, our kitsch garage in the game is in Leipzig, so we went on a journey, didn't we? What was the load on the back? It wasn't beetroot. It looked like beetroot. It was actually some olive trees, and we got all the way there and I clipped the gate. A near perfect run. 2% damage just on the gate on the way in. That was so me. Anyway, we did it. There was a spell of night driving which I enjoyed on that particular drop off. And my observations about Anne Frank's museum, Anne Frank's house, certainly aroused some comments. We tried to be like Switzerland in this game. Tried to be neutral. And we have been to Switzerland. We've done a few jobs to Zurich, and where else have we been? Lausanne? 9:37 on a Tuesday morning in Germania, and it looks gorgeous once again. That was a big load that went past. It feels like it's summer in this game because the environments are super green, very lush. I mean, I know that the further south you go in Germany, towards Bavaria, naturally the Black Forest, and I do love a Gatto and a Pavlova. You can go towards the Black Forest, so obviously it's sort of in the name, right? It's implied. But here, in the middle, and going west, or vest, there's a lot of foliage, look, a lot of trees. Gorgeous. I was going to say, I've not seen many coaches on this run, and there's one behind us. A few vehicles back. Six wheels on this cab. Again, we're not quite in the position of owning our own truck, which is the ultimate aim of the game. The ultimate aim of the game is to operate a very successful haulage empire, a truckpire, a trumpire, whichever one you want to call it. We haven't quite got there yet. We've only got 10,000 in the bank, so actually we're a long way shy of buying a truck. Even a second-hand truck, we're a long way behind. We'll do it though. Feels like it requires a few jobs off camera. Here comes a coach. Cooey! Cooey! Oh no, they've seemed to have dropped off the pace, despite the fact I'm slowing down. Interesting. I'd love to own my own truck. A DAF especially. Yeah, a DAF. Not against a Mercedes. Neither am I against a Scania. The Mans are quite nice. Yeah, I like the Mans, but the DAF, yeah, step my heart on that one. As the rain starts to fall, albeit gentle rain. Is that a Prince song? What if it's purple and there's some food dye in the air, and it's not that responsibility is not on our shoulders, is it? Because it's not food dye in the back, it's gravel. Because of course we are delivering for the Wu Tang. I can't say I was ever really into the Wu Tang. I was never cool for school. Not with parents that were brought up on Roy Orbison, Michael Ball and the Beatles. Actually, that's harsh. There was some ELO, some UFO. It sounds like they're all acronyms. You find, don't you, as you grow up, you gravitate towards certain people that open your ears to different musical tastes. My musical taste these days, papers please. These days are all over. There's not a Venn diagram that you could put me in for music. Most people are like that, right? And I found that when I was working in sales. You travel around a lot as we have to come off so at this junction, so I'll concentrate for a second. But we can't, because the police have cordoned the road off. So what happens now? And I've seen Coffin dodging, ignore those warnings. Feel free to check him out as well. He just drives straight through it, or he drives around it. It disregards the warning. And that's made this job a bit tasty now, hasn't it? That has made this job tasty, because we were supposed to have come off there. So let's take a quick look. So there's 14 hours 8 minutes on this job. That, if indeed we use a poker analogy, should have been a bit of a tell, because we've missed the turn off now. What can we do then? Oh, he wants us to go. Ah, I see. Right. So instead of taking that junction and then swinging back round the Ica, instead we're doing a bit of a Fibonacci, aren't we? We're looping round it, but looping inwards. All right, let's keep going then. We'll trust the sat nav. So back to sales, yeah. So you get asked the same monotonous questions in networking environments all the time, and I developed a zero tolerance to it. So my combative nature, or the way I used to combat that scenario, would be like, well, right? You get an insight into it. I've already asked you, when was the last time you went to a zoo? All sorts of random questions just to spice it up a little bit. And one of the questions I always ask is not what music do you like, I would always ask, what was the last song you listened to? Then that would usually provoke someone taking their phone out and looking on Spotify, and then that opens it up then, because you can see what they've been listening to. So yeah, there you go. If you're going to take nothing away from this video, there is a bit of a social cue for you. Yeah, next time you're with someone, or next time you're on a train, or you're in a waiting lounge, or you're in somewhere, you're in an environment for the very first time, and you can feel it, can't you? Some people that are natural empaths can read the energy in the room. Say you sat next to someone and maybe you've been there for 4 or 5 minutes, feel a bit awkward. Just lean over and say, oh, or if they've got their headphones on, maybe not do it, but you just ask someone, can't you? Say, seems like you're waiting as well, and they might say, yeah, I'm waiting for this train, where is it? And you say, well, what do you do when you're not waiting around in train stations? And they might ask you what you mean, and before you know it, you've developed a rapport. But you can always get that question in though. What was the last song you listened to? What are 3 movies that have affected you? That's always a good one. When was the last time you went to a zoo? Yeah. Maybe if you don't know them, maybe not ask what's the first thing you do in the morning, because you're sort of not morally prepared for what's coming there. Keep it professional. Or at least keep it safe. Sorry, I was looking at that tower because it struck me as being very similar to what you see in Berlin, the radio tower. There's Dortmund, look, on the map. Dortmund has been discovered, people. Are we coming off here? No, we're not. So I don't want to pull out in front of this family car, though I do appear to be in the wrong lane, but I've corrected it. Well, we got there in the end, didn't we? We went on a Fibonacci loop. You got some insight into how my brain functions in a social setting. So yeah, it's a slight nuance on that question. What music do you like? Because people will invariably respond with, I don't know, I like a lot of music. I like everything, like all sorts. So again, you can really laser in. Actually, that if you think about a flow chart, that's your next question. That's your follow-up question. Okay, well, what was the last song you listened to? And it's all about how you land it. Keep your tone nice and gentle. I'm not sure this is a masterclass, is it? Although if you do want that kind of video content, let me know in the comments down below. Again, I did work in sales in video games for 20 years, so you do come across a lot of people, personality types. You do end up in some really random settings. I could fill an entire video series on that, on my cultural experiences and the cultural faux pas that I've made. Yeah, the cultural errors that I've made. I love music. And I love this game. Oh, that was cheeky, wasn't it? That was cheeky. It nearly led us into an accident there. Don't worry, Wu Tang. We've nearly dropped off your gravel. We're only 9 clicks away. Now it feels like we've driven around Dortmund to keep that Fibonacci spiral going. Out of curiosity, no, it's fine. We sort of drove round. I didn't quite understand that. Duisburg was just to the west as well. Pretty sure we've been to Duisburg on this Let's Play series. This miles between us. Again, slow miles. That's what we're all about on this channel. Long haul, low drama, slow miles, late night DJ, nice relaxed calming vibes. Because life, for some of us anyway, life can be pretty tough. So you just want something to switch off to. Hence we like to provide relaxed gaming for tired minds, for tired humans. Oh, that's another one as well. So, you know, I don't know if it's exclusively a British trait or British concept for us to talk about the weather. A way you can take that conversation somewhere where people aren't ready for it. And I'll tell you what, the reason I go down this path is that AI can't replicate this sort of behaviour. I mean, AI knows all about pattern interruption, of course, yeah. The whole point of, I guess, guerrilla marketing, of advertising, is to pattern interrupt the brain's processing and just get it to stop. So you try to do things to, like thumbnails, for example. The thumbnail designs, mine are average at best. I like to think I am improving. Simplicity is the key. The function of the effective thumbnail is to get you to stop scrolling. You know, when I make shorts, again, it's all about the caption to stop you from scrolling. One of them, that very same last miles between us Let's Play video, where we went from Leipzig to Amsterdam, and I got all the way there, pretty much a perfect run, maybe the odd traffic violation, but hey, it's commonplace for this channel. And we clicked that gate, and it was like, it was so me. And there was another run where, well, that video I'm titled, well, I put on-screen captions, 2% damage, 100% chaos, because it's a pattern interrupt. It's to get you to stop and take note. Again, the other one where I clipped another shot from that same trip during the night drive section and labelled it "I love beetroot," because you're like, the brain goes, what? Hang on, I thought we were watching a Euro Truck Simulator 2 short? What's going on? So pattern interrupts. So again, just to finish this out before we drop this job off, 2 British people, or maybe people from different cultures, commented on the weather. Then you can go and say to them, actually, that sort of reminds me, when was the last time you were stuck in really wild weather? And then they might say, oh, it was on a flight. Then you can push them even further, or depending if you're getting the vibrations back, because of course, I mean, especially in dating, not that I've done it in a number of years, it's all about vibrations. You send out vibrations, you wait for good vibrations back. Brian Wilson will agree. It's a Beach Boys reference there. If the vibrations are good with someone, you can push them to the next point in the flowchart and say, oh wow, okay, like where's the most amazing country you've ever been to? What's the wildest flight you've been on? What's the most turbulence you've had on a flight? What was your worst flying experience? They might give you an idea as to a few airlines to avoid. You can do all this, right? You too can become a social butterfly. Ironically, I spend my time now sat at home talking to AI and myself making these videos. You know that maxim of do as I do but not as I say? Well, there you go. Anyway, we've made it, people. Let's ring that bell. The Wu Tang will be happy. We have delivered the gravel. Obviously, we've still got to drop it off. We always take the easy option in life. I never used to. I used to take the difficult options, but this time I felt like let's make it easy. There's the load. 12:23. So lunchtime. The old Steinbruch. We've made it. Oh, there's that rumble again. That satisfying rumble on the Temu pad. So just one traffic violation, if you recall. A €60 fine for a red light, which was dubious. We're not going to contest it. You can't, can you? Actually, I wonder if that's a feature they should look at. Very similar to DRS in cricket. Another passion of mine. I wonder if you could challenge these fines, these traffic violations. Anyway, we've done it. Cargo is ready for unloading. We'll hit the T, reset suspension, lower the legs, detach the cables, and drink in another excellent performance in the truck. That's another job successfully delivered. I think we'll leave it there. So thanks again. Thanks for spending some time with me today. If you want more runs like this, then you know where to find me. And if you do feel like supporting the journey, a like and or a subscribe, preferably both, will go a long way. But never feel any pressure, because like I say, this channel, this vibe, this vibration that we're giving out is all about calmness, being chilled. And again, we're offering relaxed gaming for tired minds, for tired humans. So until the next time, people, until the next mile, look after yourself, won't you? Look after yourself.